Hey guys, welcome back to Anamanji, and today we got some exciting news, which is that Avengers Infinity War is dropping April 27th. April 27th. Amazing. And I just happened to be on Twitter when this whole thing happened. Marvel tweeted out who's excited to see the movie, and then Robert Downey tweeted something, and then they were back and forth for a while before they basically announced the new release date, which I thought was pretty genius. Not gonna lie, that was pretty cool. And now everybody's excited. So here's the really big question. Why? Well, to kind of try to make sense of the whole thing, let's look at what's happening around Infinity War. Well, number one, let's look at what's coming out. Deadpool 2 is coming out literally 2 weeks, or I think a week after, about 2 weeks after May 4th. Okay, which doesn't really give Infinity War enough room to breathe. So they can't really make as much money as they want to, especially with moviegoers trying to decide which movie they're going to see. Are they going to spend their money on Infinity War, or possibly save the money and go see Deadpool 2 instead? Now, is Deadpool as big as Infinity War is going to be? Probably not. But it is big enough, and it does have a big enough following where people may just decide to turn away from Infinity War and go see that instead. And I don't think that Marvel really wants to compete with Deadpool, so that could be a reason as well. Also, a few weeks after Deadpool 2 comes out, you have Solo, a Star Wars story. And Solo definitely needs room to breathe and market itself and get people excited for the film. Solo can't do that if we have back-to-back tentpole movies and then people are exhausted, and by the time Solo comes out, it doesn't make a lot of money. Now, of course, we're talking about Star Wars here, so it's going to make money, but I believe that Disney really wants to make sure that their movies at least make as much money as possible. And so them competing with Deadpool and then Solo coming out like not too long after these two comic book movies, it just doesn't bode well for business. Now, that could be one thing. Also, you have to remember that Marvel has a history of releasing films about, I'd say, a week in advance in other areas of the world for whatever reason. It's extremely frustrating. Let me just get that out there. I don't want to be waiting for a movie to come out, and then I hear that someone in Britain or something has already seen it, and now I have to avoid the internet for a full 7 days because people are already posting their reactions and spoilers everywhere. That is the worst thing ever, and I don't understand why they do it. I just don't get it. Why? Why do you release a movie a full week? Not even a few days. I could take a few days. I mean, a few days, honestly, is still bad, but I could take a few days. A full week? So not only do I have to dread hearing everyone talk about how awesome it was or how bad, but I have to avoid the internet. I can't get on social media or talk to my friends or anything because there's a possibility that a spoiler might be lurking around the corner. Why would I want that? So it seems like Marvel finally has decided to give me what I want, which is for everyone to get access to the film at the same time sans critics. Which makes sense. Of course the critics are going to see it early, and I want them to, so that they can tell me, hey, this is what we thought. Should you go spend your money on this movie or not? Okay, great. But not some regular schmuck. I don't want him to tell me anything. I don't trust him. He could just be trying to troll me. So it seems like Marvel has finally gotten some sense and decided to release it all at the same time. Maybe to avoid spoilers, or because it's like this super huge event movie, they don't want anything ruined. So hey, I'm all for that. If that was the reason, I applaud you, Marvel. Good job. And another thing that we have to think about here is that Marvel is really hot right now because of Black Panther. Black Panther has been doing insane numbers everywhere. I mean, to be completely honest with you, I didn't think that Black Panther was going to really do all that well anyway. I thought that Black Panther was going to be successful in like the regular Marvel movie sense. Maybe make like 100 mil, 80 mil or something in the first weekend, and then that'll be it. Everybody will be happy and move on. And then Avengers Infinity War would be the one to make some really big numbers. But I was completely wrong. People, honestly, Black Panther became a huge movement, and people just really enjoyed that film. I really enjoyed that film. So when it came out and it started doing record-breaking numbers and everything, that was a pleasant surprise. And I'm pretty sure that Marvel has seen that and they're like, man, maybe we need to release the movie Infinity War a little bit closer to Black Panther so that people aren't, so they're not able to kind of cool down. People are still going to be interested. They'll still flock to the theater to see T'Challa, to see Bucky or Cap, to see these characters again when the Infinity War comes out. So that could be another reason why they decided to move the release date up. But there's no real way of knowing. The only thing I know for a fact is that it's coming out, and it's coming out April 27th, and I'm super excited for that. Honestly, I can't wait. I'm going to be looking out to see when the movie is when I'm going to be able to buy some tickets, and hopefully it's good. Please be good. I'm so excited for this movie. I would hate for it to be bad, or I know I have super high expectations, and normally when your expectations are a little too high, that's when you can be let down. But I feel like the movie is in good hands with the Russo brothers, who directed Captain America Winter Soldier, and then they returned again and they handled everything really well with Civil War. So I'm really excited to see what they do with this film, especially with so many characters. It's so easy to drop the ball on this, but fingers crossed that everything goes well. But what did you think? I mean, what does this news mean to you? How do you feel about this? April 27th is a new release date for Infinity War. It's kind of insane. So let me know what you think about that down in the comments, and let me know what you thought of my reaction. If you haven't done so already, click that subscribe button and share it with your friends. Let everyone know, hey, Derek thinks that this is awesome news, and have them share with their thoughts. If you like videos like this, I can make more. Just let me know in the comments any suggestions or anything that you would like me to talk about. I hope you have a wonderful night. Stay dope.